Serving with utmost excellence, dignity, and strength, Governor Bambi Imano continuously leads the province of Misamis Oriental to unparalleled victories. On Monday, November 29, 2021, the successful hosting of the Provincial Treasurer's Office of the 85th flag raising ceremony at the provincial capital, highlighting the vigorous accomplishments they have done this year, has been coupled with the ASF weekly report from the Provincial Veterinary Office. Hereon, Provet Head Dr. Benjamin Resma announced the success story that transpired from the Itikan sa Kalambuan project, having emphasized the update on its generated income. At present, it already has reached up to 1,696,846 pesos and 25 centavos as revenue, coming from 228,437 pieces of itik eggs produced by the farmers residing in Barangay Malanang Upol, Barangay Santo Niño Libertad, Barangay Hampason Initaw, and Barangay Digkilaan, Mantikao. The provincial government of Misamis Oriental continuously strengthens the said avenue, for it answers the immediate needs of all ASF-affected individuals, especially in supporting their livelihood ventures. Additionally, Provet MISOR gave the latest update addressing the problem of African swine fever. As per the former week, 2 cities, 19 municipalities, and 95 barangays within the province are still affected by the said hag disease. In effect, the ASF response team treats border control as the highest priority in hopes to stop the spread of the said virus. On the same day, Dr. Vladimir D. Tabuco of the Provincial Veterinary Office led the inspection of animals ranging to 23 wild ones and issued certifications for their release. This initiative is to ensure that animals are healthy and fit to be released to their natural habitat after being well taken care of by DNR Region 10 Regional Wildlife Rescue Center. Still on Monday, Governor Bambi Imano through Provincial Treasurer's Office saluted the real property taxpayers who rank top 10 for 2021 among the industrial and non-industrial sectors, contributing to the realization of many government programs and services, giving utmost welfare for all Misamisnos. The faithful paying of taxes from certain taxpayers is of great worth that PGMO truly credits. Representatives from different corporations and companies enjoyed the awarding ceremony, wherein they've received plaques of recognition and tokens of appreciation, whom Vice Governor Jeremy Jonomar Pilaez, Provincial Treasurer Mr. Ronald James D. Villon, Provincial Administrator Attorney Jocelyn Luod Mateo, and Provincial Assessor Engineer Marilyn Ligaspe handed the mentioned honors. For the non-industrial category, top 10 is Prince Min Corporation, top 9 is Bustic Philippines Incorporated, top 8 is Mr. Rick Brian Capistrano, top 7 is Wilcon Depot Incorporated, top 6 is Taipan Development Incorporated, top 5 is Han Trump Corporation, top 4 is Globe Telecom, top 3 is Morisco Uno, top 2 is Cagayan Electric Power and Light Corporation, and top 1 is the Fast Services Corporation. While for the industrial category, the top 10 is Axilum Resources Incorporated, top 9 is Petron Corporation, top 8 is Indorama Ventures Packaging Philippines Corporation, top 7 is San Miguel Foods Incorporated, top 6 is Tayag State Power Incorporated, top 5 is Coca-Cola Beverages Philippines Incorporated, top 4 is San Miguel Brewery Philippines Incorporated, top 3 is Wholesome Philippines Corporation, top 2 is Minergy Power Corporation, and FDC Misamis Power Corporation hits top 1.
But to be honest, we do not need recognition because this is our obligation. No? But this recognition really means so much to us because it is not your obligation actually to recognize us because obligasyon na mo nga magbayad og buwis. But year in and year out, the province of Misamis Oriental recognizes us. So nagpasalamat mi dako.
Furthermore, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office fruitfully carried out an intake interview for 148 beneficiaries in the municipality of Kinugitan who are identified as severely affected by the crisis brought by COVID-19. Expectedly, they shall receive financial assistance right after due process and comply the set of requirements. Additionally, for Monday, the Provincial ECCD Office distributed 5,173 checklists for ECCD learners ages 0 to 4.11 years old in the municipalities of Claveria, Balinguan, Binuangan, Balingasag, and Subbong-Kugon. The ECCD checklist is designed for service providers like rural health midwives, child development workers who can easily administer it after a brief training period. By using the checklist, they will be able to determine if a child is developing adequately or is at risk for developmental delays. Regina Moratonel, my guy, PIO.
Wednesday marks the final judging of the online storytelling contest and digital poster making contest in celebration of the 87th National Book Week. This day, the Provincial Library Office had its final judging of entries for the digital poster making contest and online storytelling contest for the 87th National Book Week celebration with the theme Outcomes, Outreach, Outstanding, Libraries Beyond Boundaries. There were 17 participants for the digital poster making contest, while 25 participants joined the online storytelling contest. Governor Bambi Imano tirelessly supports the role of the provincial library in shaping the minds of every Misamisnon to become holistic individuals. The office also announced the winners of every contest in their official Facebook page. In another story, the Provincial Planning and Development Office conducted a technical conference with LGU Magsaysay on their comprehensive land use plan, together with the technical personnel from the Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development. A thorough technical review was made on their club, incorporating the comments from the different members of the Provincial Land Use Committee. The club is vital to the development of its municipality as it turns its vision and enforces its zoning ordinance. Governor Bambi Imano highly supports its municipalities and cities in their development plans and other sectoral plans by providing technical support by the provincial government. Raymark Simania, PIO.
Being one of the 8 pillars of Governor Bambi Imano's governance, his utmost priority of improving infrastructure in the province benefited many Misamisnons, bringing a great legacy that shows his effectiveness as a leader.
On Thursday, December 2, 2021, the Provincial Engineering Office headed by Engineer Prisco Palmoria spearheaded the blessing and turnover ceremony for the repair and upgrading of the Libertad-Tangcob-Lapad Provincial Road in the municipality of Libertad. The said project is worth 65,291,962.50 under contract with Aguera Construction, which started on September 30, 2019 and was completed on November 24, 2020. This completed project is the concreting of 6.1-meter road spanning 4.35 kilometers in length. Additionally, drainage structures were built on some portions of the roadway. Present at the activity were board members Saysay Imano, Buboy Sabal, Dexter Yasay, and the committee chairman and infrastructure board member Nancy Madhos, along with Villanueva Councilor One Abejo. Also, DILG Provincial Director of Misamis Oriental, Ms. Marisha Naibit, together with all the local officials from the recipient municipality, enjoyed the event. Overall, this cause is under the Conditional Matching Grant to Provinces, or CMGP, a program of DILG which aims to repair, rehabilitate, and improve roads for all constituents to experience comfortable living.
Bob, daghang salamat. Naot, tuloy-tuloy pa gyud unta nimo ang pagsuporta dinhi sa mga katawhan sa Tangcob, Libertad, Misamis Oriental. Daghang salamat, Gob.
Jane Salimbao, PIO.
Equipped with fundamental values, Governor Bambi Imano continuously provides public service paired with integrity and transparency.
The week ended with series of activities. To start with, the Association of Tourism Officers of Misamis Oriental gathered at the Provincial Tourism Department and discussed on the forthcoming Night Guyamis Festival major activities for the much-awaited week-long non-stop merrymaking. Also, the League of Municipal and City Agriculturists of the Philippines Misamis Oriental Chapter conducts an induction and oath-taking of its newly elected officers at Harbor Lights Hotel and Restaurant in Gusa, Cagayan de Oro City. Governor Bambi Imano serves as the guest of honor and delivers a speech for pasasalamat of 9 years of excellent service to municipal, city agriculture, and veterinarian of Misamis Oriental. And the good governor also handed over a check amounting to 168,000 to LEMCAP. Present in the event on behalf of Regional Executive Director of the Department of Agriculture 10, Mr. Carlin C. Collado, is Regional Technical Director for Operations, Ms. Carlota C. Madriaga, ProVet Head Dr. Benjamin Resma, outgoing LEMCAP President Ms. Iluminada N. Saburao, Municipal and City Agriculturists of Misamis Oriental, together with other guests and visitors. On the same day,
the provincial government of Misamis Oriental through Public Employment Service Office, in coordination with Department of Labor and Employment Region 10, held another salary distribution at Lugait Sports Complex worth 6,240 pesos each for the 195 junior employment facilitators from the municipalities of Gitagum, Libertad, Initaw, Naawan, Manticao, Lugait, and Misamis Oriental leaders for transformation, Western Part covering their 20 days of service. This is part of the 2021 culminating activity of the Special Program for Employment of Students, which aims to provide assistance to deserving students in sustaining their education. Additionally, PESO Miss Or also awards the Video Pasasalamat Contest winner from the municipality of Naawan and the winner for the Best Junior Facilitator Award from MOLT Western Part. Present in the event are Lugait Municipal Mayor Zosimo Perez, Libertad Vice Mayor Jed Saire, Board Members Gerardo Boboy Sabal III and Dexter Yasay, PESO staff, area and municipal SPES coordinators, among others. Moreover, with the final drive of the immunization program throughout the province, PGMO through the Provincial Health Office spearheaded the virtual awarding for the first dose vaccination rollout among the 23 municipalities in 2 component cities. The municipalities and cities with the highest target vaccinees were hailed as the top 5 winners. Each received cash prizes covering the 2-week vaccination challenge from November 15 to 26, 2021 and overall vaccination rollout for the period of March to November 26, 2021 basing from the targeted population. This strategy has been uniquely created by Provincial Interagency Task Force headed by Chief Dr. Jerry P. Kalingasan and Governor Bambi Imano, which brought encouragement to all municipalities and cities in doubling their efforts in the implementation of the inoculation program. Overall, this cause acknowledges the efforts and hard work of all the frontliners. By now, the province already accomplished the 70% herd immunity. The said event has been graced by Governor Bambi Imano himself, PIATF Chief Dr. Jerry Kalingasan, provincial board members, DOH personnel, MOPH Chief of Hospitals, municipal and city health officers, municipal and city mayors, along with the doctors to the barrios, media personnel, among others. Consistently, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office had its series of activities that are as follows: turnover of 10,000 worth of financial assistance, hygiene kits, 5 boxes of alcohol and 50 boxes of face masks, 5 sacks of rice and 30 sacks of milk adult plus way of celebrating Senior Citizens Month in the municipalities of Manticao and Lugait, followed with the awarding of Model Filipino Family, graced with the presence of Sangguniang Panlalawigan members BM Saisa Imano, BM Boboy Sabal, BM Dexter Yasay. Meaningfully, the winner was hailed, which is the Lovida family, with a cash prize worth 8,000 pesos and plaque of recognition trailed with the consolation awarded to the Las Piñas family. In order to achieve social, political, and economic goals, the Provincial Legal Office, through its Gender and Development Program, conducted seminar on gender-related laws such as Katarungang Barangay, violence against women and children, and anti-child abuse in the municipality of Salay, attended by Mayor Junjun Capistrano and Congressman Christian Unavia. This relevant discussion also aims to equip the local officials with the necessary knowledge for proper handling of cases. Participants are from women's sector, local officials, and leaders with guest speakers, namely Attorney Pauline M. Valmores with his discussion on Katarungang Pambarangay, Attorney Diana May R. Bebelone on RA 9262 o VAUSI, and Attorney Kimberly Jane R.D. on RA 7610 or the Anti-Child Abuse Law. By all means, Governor Bambi Imano's administration exists for the purpose of establishing justice through law and order. Queen Exclamador, PIO.
The provincial capital offices continue to showcase their indelible services to Misamisnans, especially in this time of COVID-19 crisis. The Capital Park Clean and Green Office of Misamis Oriental conducted a series of cleaning activities on November 29 and 30, 2021. On November 30, the office cleaned and repaired the Pay Comfort Room for its reopening, and on the same day, personnel of the Clean and Green Office cleaned the entire provincial capital building. On November 30, despite a holiday, the office continued to conduct cleaning activities. This week, the Provincial Governor's Extension Office, under its overseer, Attorney Nadia Imano Elipe, strives on and continued to serve the people of Misamis Oriental. Starting off with Governor Bambi Imano's Serbisyong Panglawas program, Dr. Maria Bibina Tagarda Casino, together with Dr. Patricia Lim, catered 390 clients, availing free medical checkups and free medicine. while Tagulwan Sangguniang Bayan member and Dr. Surgeon Ignacio Bobby Factora conducted 5 minor surgeries and 10 circumcisions to young boys, while our 3-in-1 services catered to 8 clients this week, availing free embalming, free coffin, and free transportation. The families of the deceased received flowers and half-sack rice. Also this week, the Finance Department recorded 283 clients for financial assistance, which includes medical and hospital bills such as ultrasound, x-ray, lab tests, and the like. The Provincial Governor's Extension Office also caters to clients needing transportation for emergency purposes. PGEO's emergency vehicle or ambulance transported 32 clients to their respective destinations, including Maria Reina, NMMC, Polymedic, and other hospitals. Heading out, Attorney Nadia Emano Ilipe turned over construction materials to San Antonio de Padua Chapel at Zone 14 Barangay Poblacion and Our Lady of Guadalupe Chapel at Zone 10 Promised Land Subdivision, Poblacion, Tagulwan, Misamis Oriental. The residents of the respective barangays welcome and express their gratitude to Attorney Nadia Emano Ilipe and PGEO for the generosity and the services they received. The Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office conducted a series of turnover of food bags on December 2 and 3. 1 sack of rice and 100 pieces of canned goods was given to individuals affected by COVID-19 in the municipality of Alubihin. Also, the office turned over 8 food packs to 4 individuals in a crisis due to the pandemic in coordination with board member Bibing Dumadag in Villanueva, Misamis Oriental. Additionally, the office catered 3 food packs to 3 individuals in crisis situation of Santa Cruz, Tagulwan, Misamis Oriental. Being the primary advocate of early education in the province, the Provincial ECCD office ensures that ECCD services for children in the province are continuously provided despite the pandemic. Thus, on November 29 and December 1, 2021, the Provincial ECCD distributed 750 modified session plan guides for the child development workers in the whole province of Misamis Oriental for the second quarter of the center-based program conducted in an alternative venue or CBPAV for school year 2021 to 2022. This guide contains suggested activities that will help develop a child's cognitive, gross motor, fine motor, self-help, receptive language, expressive language, and socio-emotional skills. For the expanded program on immunization, last Monday, November 29, the Provincial Health Office, with the assistance of PDRRMO, managed to inoculate 556 vaccinees with their second dose of Pfizer. PHO has distributed the following vaccines to the LGUs: Pfizer with 21,648 doses, Moderna with 13,785 doses, Sinovac with 11,021 doses, and AstraZeneca with 5,460 doses. For COVID-19 surveillance team, 2 patients were swabbed. For PHO clinic, 18 patients were attended to, 2 exhibited influenza-like illness, 4 requesting medical clearance, and 12 for other reasons seeking medical consult. A total of 560 people were also screened by the same team for the vaccination rollout last Monday. For Animal Bite Treatment Center, 33 patients were served with 15 new cases. For Mental and Drug-Induced Psychosis Program, 18 patients were served with 1 new case of mental health and 1 new case for drug-induced psychosis. The Provincial Assessor's Office, in coordination with the Misamis Oriental League of Municipal Assessor Incorporated, conducted a training and workshop for the new schedule of market values of real properties of the province of Misamis Oriental. The said activity was facilitated by the Provincial Assessor's Office, headed by our Provincial Assessor Engineer Marilyn P. Legaspi, REA, MMME, and Assistant Provincial Assessor Emmy Grace C. Mabelin, REA. The training was held in 2 settings. The first was in Alibuag Dive Resort, Mantangale, Balingwan, Misamis Oriental, participated by the Municipal Assessor's staff and personnel from Hasaan to Magsaysay on November 23 and 24, 2021. The second was held at Kaz Dreamland Resort, Poblacion Libertad, Misamis Oriental, participated by Municipal Assessor staff and personnel from Claveria to Lugait last November 25 and 26, 2021. In addition, the FIVIDEC Industrial Authority had also participated, sending 2 of their assessment personnel. All in all, there were 81 participants who actively participated. The core objective of this activity was to prepare our assessment personnel of the entire province for the upcoming general revision of market values and real property, to enhance and promote uniform approach with our constituents as regards evaluation of real property, as well as compliance with requirements to various requests and transactions. to develop and nurture our young and new members as regards real property appraisal and assessment. The entire Provincial Assessor's Office's family, together with Misamis Oriental League of Municipal Assessors Incorporated, would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to the local chief executives of the 23 municipalities, allowing their municipal assessors and staff to attend the activity. Further, our deepest gratitude to Governor Bambi Mano for his continued support to the Office of the Provincial Assessors. And as of November 25 to December 2021, data from the Arrival Committee showed 108 returning overseas Filipinos and 150 locally stranded individuals have safely got back to their homeland. For the total, there are already 35,527 returning overseas Filipino workers in the province of Misamis Oriental. This is in line with President Rodrigo Roa Duterte's Balik Provincia program, of which Governor Bambi Mano diligently monitors to ensure that arriving Misamisnons are carefully attended to by the provincial government of Misamis Oriental. Danny Vertudazo Shoma Jr., PIO.